I loved her, but being with her felt like living in a cage I didn't choose. Every day I felt more trapped, more frustrated, and I knew I had to get out before I lost myself completely. But leaving her? That was going to be trickier than anything I ever imagined. If you've ever been stuck in a relationship that just didn't fit, or felt like someone's obsession was suffocating you, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up, because this is one story of heartbreak, tension, and the kind of emotional revenge you didn't see coming. I was 19, she was 19, and on paper, everything looked perfect. People would see us together and think we were made for each other. But behind closed doors, it was chaos. She was obsessed with me. Every text, every message, every second we weren't together, she was there, and I cared for her. I really did. I liked her. I enjoyed her company. But we were completely different. Opposites in everything that mattered. I liked shooter games. She hated them. She loved horror games. I couldn't stand them. Simple interests, simple hobbies, and yet every difference became a wall. And then there was the deeper issue. She was autistic. That wasn't a problem in itself. In fact, it made her brilliant in so many ways. But the combination of her rigidity and my flexibility, it was like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Things that might seem small, switching games, trying new activities, discussing plans, became huge, insurmountable battles. And when I tried to talk about it, she would shut down. I'm autistic. I can't help it. It's hard for me. My brain doesn't let me. At first, I brushed it off. Everyone has quirks. Everyone has things they can't control. But after a year of constant friction, these quirks added up. The little annoyances, the daily frustrations, they piled on like bricks on my chest. I loved her, yes, but I was drowning in all the things we could never be. And the thought of ending things, it made my heart ache. Every attempt to bridge the gap ended in frustration. I would suggest doing something together, trying her favorite games, going to events she loved, and she wouldn't budge. And when I tried to explain my own preferences, she couldn't understand. Or worse, she dismissed them. You just don't get it. It's hard for me to do that. I began to feel invisible, unseen, trapped. Then came the moments that pushed me over the edge. The arguments over nothing, the silent treatments, the times when I tried to discuss serious topics and she would completely shut down. Every time I tried to talk, I was met with a wall of excuses, defenses, and pleas. And I realized something terrifying. I couldn't reason with her. I couldn't change her. And staying in this relationship would break me. One night, I was scrolling through my phone, trying to clear my head, and it hit me. I could leave. But I didn't have to be cruel. I didn't have to destroy her. I just needed to find a way to step out without causing the devastation I knew would follow. But here's the twist. Leaving wasn't just about ending the relationship. It was about reclaiming my sanity. It was about showing myself that I could prioritize my mental health without guilt. And that became my plan. I didn't want her to feel abandoned. I didn't want tears or screams. But I did want boundaries. So, I started gently withdrawing. I slowed the responses to her texts. I politely declined plans. I redirected conversations, subtly, without being harsh. She noticed. Of course she did. She tried harder, texted more, asked what was wrong. And each time I stayed calm, collected, and unwavering. I think we need some space, I said finally. Not angry, not mean. Just firm. She pleaded, she cried, she argued, and I stayed strong. The real twist came when I suggested we remain friends. She wanted the relationship to continue, but I offered friendship as a lifeline. And while she tried to resist, the withdrawal of my constant attention slowly broke the cycle of obsession. I didn't yell. I didn't insult her. I didn't humiliate her. But the combination of calm assertiveness, consistency, and emotional boundary setting, it was like watching karma work in slow motion. Clima. She realized finally that the relationship was over. Not because of me, not because I hated her, but because I refused to compromise my own sanity for someone else's obsession. The look on her face when she understood, a mix of shock, frustration, and finally, acceptance. And for me, relief, freedom. The quiet, undeniable satisfaction of reclaiming my own life without cruelty. The revenge wasn't loud, it wasn't destructive. It was just me, standing firm, taking control. Sometimes the most satisfying revenge isn't public humiliation or dramatic payback. Sometimes it's simply protecting yourself, staying calm, and letting someone's obsession collapse under its own weight. Justice, in its purest form, can be quiet and incredibly sweet. If this story gave you chills or made your heart race, hit that like button. Share in the comments. Have you ever had to walk away from someone who just didn't fit? And don't forget to subscribe for more emotionally charged stories like this, because sometimes the best revenge is the one you never have to raise your voice for.